and family drama with the newest episode of House of the Dragon. Buckle up, because this one's a doozy. What's up, everyone? If you're like me, you've been absolutely glued to your screens every week watching the Targaryen drama unfold in House of the Dragon, and let me tell you, Season 2, Episode 2 just dropped a bombshell that's got everyone talking. But hold on to your dragon eggs, folks, because the scene everyone's buzzing about might not be the one that's really stealing the show. Now, before we dive into the juicy details, let's set the stage. We're knee-deep in the dance of the dragons, people. The Targaryens are at each other's throats, and King's Landing is a powder keg just waiting to explode. On one side, we've got Queen Rhaenyra trying to claim her birthright. On the other, we've got the young King Aegon II, who's about as stable as a three-legged chair. So, what's got everyone's small clothes in a twist this week? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we've got a lot to unpack. First off, we've got the death of little Jaeherys. Yeah, I know, another dead kid in Westeros. This one's a game changer, folks. Aegon is out for blood, and he's not taking any prisoners. Literally. The guy's gone and hanged every rat catcher in King's Landing. Talk about overkill, am I right? Now, you'd think this would be the big scene everyone's talking about, or maybe the Cargill twins' epic duel to the death. Heck, even Rhaenyra finally calling out Daemon on his BS would be a contender. But nope. The real MVP of this episode is a good old-fashioned verbal smackdown between our boy King Aegon and his hand, Otto Hightower. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine two cats in a bag, but instead of cats, it's a petulant teenager with a crown and a scheming old man who's used to pulling all the strings. Now shake that bag and watch the... On the other side, we've got Tom Carney as Aegon, playing it cool like he's not about to set the whole kingdom on fire. The dialogue in this scene is sharper than Valyrian steel, folks. Otto's calling Aegon a fool to his face, and Aegon's just sitting there, probably lunch. It's like watching a chess match, but all the pieces are on fire and one player is just eating the pieces. But here's where it gets really juicy. Aegon drops the bomb that he sent Sir Eric Cargill to Dragonstone to assassinate Rhaenyra. Otto's face does this slow motion oh crap turn that had me rolling. I swear you could practically hear the Windows error sound playing in his head. And just when you think it can't get any better, Aegon goes full "you're fired" on Otto. He's like, "Thanks for playing, old man, but I'm giving your job to Sir Criston anger management issues Cole." Otto tries to warn him, but Aegon's not having it. He tosses out that dismissal like he's dropping a mic, and I swear I could feel the burn through my screen. Now, let's talk about why this scene is such a banger. First off, the acting is off the charts. Rhys Ifans and Tom Carney are bringing their A game, and it shows. The tension between them is so thick you could cut it with a Valyrian steel sword. But it's not just the performances that make this scene pop, it's what it represents for the story as a whole. We're watching the exact moment when Aegon I decides to take the training wheels off and go full tyrant mode. And poor Otto, pulling the strings this whole time, suddenly realizes he's created a monster he can't control. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, but instead of a car, it's an entire kingdom. And instead of a crash, it's a fiery dragon apocalypse. You know it's going to end badly, but you just can't look away. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but what about the big battle scenes, the dragon fights, the epic duels? Don't get me wrong, those are great too. But sometimes the most intense battles are fought with words, not swords. And this scene? Of King with a chip on his shoulder and a taste for blood. We've got Otto Hightower, the master manipulator, suddenly finding himself on the outside looking in, and we've got Sir Criston Cole, Mr. Anger Issues himself, as the new hand of the king. It's like watching a toddler play with matches in a room full of gunpowder. You know it's going to explode, you just don't know when or how big the boom will be. So what do you guys think? Is Aegon making a huge mistake, or is this the bold leadership the realm needs? Will Otto find a way to slither back into power? And how long before Criston Cole punches a dragon in the face out of sheer frustration? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into Westerosi politics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss out on our next video where we'll be ranking the top 10 most uncomfortable throne room scenes in Game of Thrones history. Spoiler alert, the Iron Throne is not ergonomically designed. Until next time, keep your dragons fed, your enemies close, and your family members, well, maybe not too close. This is your boy, signing off.